Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back for another quick KDP video. And this video is all about creating a cover for your low content journal business on KDP the super stingy way. So I am talking 100% free. This is great if you're just getting started in this business and your biggest hang up is not having money for any kind of tools or designs. Today we're going to be actually using Canva to create a cover, and you guys are going to see this process takes 5 to 10 minutes, and by the time we're done with that, we're going to have 1 or 2 covers that we can actually upload directly into the KDP platform and get started with our low content journal business. So shout out to RJ Martinez. He did a great video on this as well. I'll put a link to it down below, so make sure you guys check out the description for any relevant links, content, etc. And of course, hit the subscribe if you guys are into merch by Amazon, KDP, or anything e-commerce related, because we're always coming in with some new tricks and tips for you guys. And let me know in the description or the comments below what you guys think of this video and what you're doing to actually create covers for your KDP business. So with that being said, we're going to hop into this. I'm going to meet you guys back over on the computer screen in 1 sec. All right, guys, so here we are in the computer, and what we need to do first is have 2 tabs open. The first one is the KDP template link here, and I'll put this obviously down below for you guys so you can just easily find this, but this is the KDP guidelines for creating cover templates. It's accessible to anyone, so super easy to actually go in here and download the template. And then we're going to want to open up Canva. Canva is a free kind of design tool, and it's honestly a great useful tool if you guys are doing anything with KDP or merch or really anything online. This is a really easy way to actually create some free designs, whether it's Pinterest graphic, as you guys can see, you have flyers, proposals, and I even use this for my YouTube thumbnails and a bunch of other stuff. So this is a great resource if you want to get started with designing and you don't have a background in design like I do or do not. So with that being said, the first thing we want to do, guys, is we need to actually create the width and height for our design here. So as you guys can see, we have to put in custom dimensions for this. I already have done the math for the 6x9, but I'm going to show you guys how to actually do this and get these in case you want to use any kind of different sizing. So what we do is we're going to go back over here to the template download area, and we're going to choose our classic 6x9 inch because that's what I've been using for most of my journals and low content notebooks. So 6x9, I've been doing 120 page count, so I'm going to put 120 in, and then the paper color doesn't really matter too much for this, but 120 pages, and then we hit download here, and we are going to download our cover template. Now, what we need to do is a little bit of simple math here. So we have our template actually downloaded, and what we need to do is we actually need to first do the width. So we have the front cover here, which is 6 inches, and then we have the back cover is obviously 6 inches, and then if we zoom in here, this middle area, guys, is going to be, as you can see, 0.27. So the spine is 0.27. Now the bleed area on either side is 0.125 inches. So we need to add a 0.125 for the right bleed and 0.125 for the left. So that's 6 inches for the front cover plus 6 inches for that back cover. And then we need to add the spine, which is 0.27. And then we need to do the bleed area on either side, which is 0.125, and another 0.125 for the other side. And you guys will see that the total for the width is 12.52. So we already have that in here. You guys can see the height, which is a little bit easier. Our height here is just the 9 inches. And then we have a bleed area on the top and a bleed area down here on the bottom. So that's going to be 9 plus 0.125 plus 0.125, which, gives us 0.125 plus 0.125, and you guys will see that's 9.25. So 12.52 inches by 9.25 inches. Make sure you have inches selected here because there's also pixels, millimeter, centimeter. Create our design. Now this is going to open up a template. And the nice thing about Canva is it's drag and drop, so it's really simple for us, and there's a ton of free elements in here as well. Now there's a lot of different ways to go about doing this, but what I like to do is actually take that download file. So we want to actually upload this directly into Canva. That's going to help us give kind of a guiding area for our design. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you guys will notice that I had to edit this actually because the file size was too big, so there is a little bit of kind of a white area, but that's fine for this video. It's not a big deal. So now we have this uploaded in here, and you guys can kind of get an idea of where our cover is, where the back is, and where that center line is. And then what I like to do is actually add a quick line element in here. So if we come to elements over here on the left, it's going to take a sec to load. And you guys will notice down here, we have this line. And I like to just put this right in the middle just so I know where my cover kind of ends. You guys will notice, you know, I just twisted it and it's a perfect fit here. So now that we have the spine kind of indicated for us, I'm going to go ahead and delete this template off of the background. And most of my designs right now, I'm just pulling my Merch by Amazon designs over from Merch. You know, I have the file, and so I'm actually going to just change this background color to a really, really simple black, a solid black. And I'm going to show you guys why this is a great way to get started. So this is kind of my classic example, right? I'm just going to literally pull this over. Now, you guys will notice we have some space here on the right, and this is really, really important. We don't want our designs to get rejected because that just wastes our time, and this business is all about being efficient with our time so that we can make the most out of it. So make sure you guys always leave. I'm trying to be pretty conservative with it, so I'll always leave not only the bleed area, but a little bit more room. On this design, we have plenty of room. I could even, you know, maybe make this bigger if I really wanted to, but, you know, I think it's just fine for this video. And so really that is it. So if you guys already have designs, this is a really, really simple way to literally pull them in and you're pretty much done with it. So all we need to do now is delete this off. You guys will notice now we have a nice center design here on our front cover, and we have that blank area for our back cover. We can just take this and actually upload it into the KDP platform. So we just need to download it up here and we are good to go. But I want to take it a step further here. So I am going to try my hand at just kind of creating something, because I want to do this in case you guys don't already have the design, so you can see how easy it is to create something, even if you know, just have 5 or 10 minutes and you don't have a design background or anything else, using the free elements that are in Canva. So I'm actually going to delete this off of here, and let's just try to make a really, really simple design. You know, let me know down below in the comments. You guys can feel free to critique my design work. I'm just going to try to find something quick and easy here. So let's just pull in a flower. You know, people will pay for flowers. Okay, we have that bad boy in. Now let's get some text. Actually, you know what? Here, I want to change the background out. And you guys will notice the other cool thing is that there's tons and tons of free things in here, so we could even do something like this. It's a bit much for this video. So I'm going to actually choose a green. Let's see if we can do something that looks a little better. Okay, that is good enough. And then we want to use some other simple elements in here. And a lot of this stuff is super editable, right? So I can take this and put it in here, and then I can change out the colors. Fortunately, these colors work super well for this, so I'm not going to do anything crazy to change them out. Just make sure that looks good. And then I really like the feature here, the position feature, so I can easily move these elements back, forward, whatever I think actually looks good with them. Now we're going to put some simple text in here, so let's just find something, add a heading, and this is probably trademarked, but that's okay. For this video, it is just fine. So flower power. And we'll go ahead and match that color. Again, we want to be careful of that bleed. You guys can see I'm kind of right on those lines, so let's move this down a little bit. Oh, oops, I forgot to get this one too. Let's see, what font do we use? This one. Okay, there we go. And there's all kinds of cool things here. So you guys can really see how just playing around with this for 5-10 minutes, you can create something pretty powerful that hopefully is going to encourage people to buy a really simple design. And one big thing I've realized with the KDP business is that a lot of the niches are still so untapped that you don't have to create a really complex design here, right? We can just create something super simple. And as long as it resonates with people in a certain niche, there's a good chance that they're actually still going to go in and buy our product. So let's go ahead and create another one of these so it's the same size and put it right down here at the bottom. So don't overcomplicate things. It doesn't have to be crazy. It can be simple. And let's make this one a little bit smaller here. All right, you guys will have to tell me how this looks. It's kind of tough to figure out how good it looks, obviously, until it's fully done, but let's put one more flower down here. And boom, just like that, guys, we have a very, very simple design. If we really wanted to take this another step further, we could even try to change out the background, you know, do something else. Right, so we can change this out. We can even do multiple variations of this. And just kind of see what looks good, right? And we can even play with the transparency here. So we have something like that. And there we go. So that is a pretty simple way to do it. Now, I don't know how good this actually looks or if people would buy this, but let's say I've done my research before. I know people in the niche, you know, there's some space for me to come in and take over this niche. I can just crank these out. So I can add different designs to the background. Really, really simple stuff. And then now that we're done, all we need to do is go ahead and download this as a PNG file. And this is going to take, you know, a minute or two. And now we have a fully good to go design ready to go right into KDP's backend, and we can actually create our product listing. I'm just going to open this up just to show you guys what the final design came out like. And there we have it, guys. So that is a really, really simple design. I'm not a designer at all. If you spend a little bit more time, I guarantee you can do something much, much better than I can, but this is a really, really easy way to just create something and get started with your KDP low and no content book business. So now you guys have no excuse to get into this. It really just takes your time and sitting down, doing the research, and then creating a design to meet that demand in the niche, and really just doing the keyword research to actually get that in front of the right people. So I hope that video was helpful for you. Let me know down below in the comments below. Feel free to critique my designs, and of course let me know what you guys are actually doing, because I'm always interested to find other strategies. So if you guys have any other cool strategies for creating covers or doing, you know, some other work here to create some decent designs, let me know down below in the comments. And of course, like the video if you guys got some value out of it. Make sure you subscribe, and obviously check the description for any of the links and tools that I've mentioned. But with that being said, guys, we will see you at the next video, and thanks so much for taking the time to watch this. I hope it is helpful for your KDP low content business. And with that, we will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.